Welcome to the trap. Welcome to the trap.
Welcome to the trap. Welcome to the trap. Welcome to the trap. Welcome to the trap.
Let's go. Zen.
Trap.
Zen.
Trap.
Zen.
Trap.
Zen.
Trap.
Protect.
Yo, peace.
Protect your energy.
Welcome back to the Zen Trap. I'm one of your two hosts, Yogi LG,
Zen P.
and you are here again for another ZTP, Zen Trap Perspective. What we got today, Zen P?
So we got an amazing, and I cannot underestimate the word amazing, life-changing, transformational video for you today. It's on impact theory with Tom Bilal. I don't know if that's how you say his name, but impact theory on YouTube. The lady's name is Lisa Nichols. I had not heard of her before watching this video. I am ashamed to say, because the stuff that this lady talks about in this video, and just from her accolades alone, her resume alone, is crazy, life-changing. So just to start us off, Yogi LG, what would you say, how would you describe this video to somebody who's never seen it?
To describe the video, I would just say it's one of those motivational videos. It's one of those videos that you like, literally like, I gotta get up and do something different. Right after you finish watching it, you like, I gotta change my life. I gotta do something different. It's just one of those things that just hits. She is a phenomenal speaker,
Storyteller, whatever you want to say. She got bars, metaphors,
quotes that just will stick with you for forever.
Can passive aggressively read you for filth.
Just whatever you going through, right? So how would you describe it?
I would describe this video exactly as you said. Like, you can tell that she's good at what she does, that she is a very motivational person. You can tell that she's been through hard times by how emotional and passionate she gets about with what she's talking about. It's just a video of a person telling their life story and trying to help you not make excuses for yours by being a living example.
Absolutely, for sure. I guess for me, I thought, like, as far as like who I would recommend this video to, I felt like it was one of those things where it was like, you don't need to watch this if you ain't really motivated, because it's gonna hit.
Okay, not them.
Huh?
You ain't recommended it to them. So who you recommended it to?
I guess.
All right, who the opposite of them people then? Let's get there.
To me, I guess those type of people are the people that are open and receptive to change, like now. Because I'm going to be honest, I watched it 2 weeks ago, and then I watched it again today, and it hit harder, like, now that I'm in a different space than I was 2 weeks ago.
You think you was just more open to receive it? Kind of like 5 a.m. Club, where they was talking about how, like, that speaker had went, and then, like, when they replayed the recording or something after they all had some dialogue, they like, oh, he did say this.
Yeah,
said that.
Absolutely. It was just like things resonated more with me. But I guess, who would you recommend it to?
I guess I would agree. I would recommend it to the same type of crowd. Like, if you're feeling stuck, if you feel like you've been trying stuff, or you just feel like you in a rut, like, if you feel like, I'll put it like this, if you feel real heavy, like you got all these goals and stuff and you just overwhelmed by them, so you just feel comfortable with just doing, and I ain't even gonna say the bare minimum, because it's not the bare minimum according to like society standards, but the bare minimum to whatever you know your standards to be. If you feel like you just going with the flow with your life, this is a good video for you. If you feel like you just like ain't nothing wrong with your life how it is, but you know you could do much better, just you personally, I recommend that video to you.
Absolutely, for sure. And I don't know if we mentioned, the title of the video is Lisa Nichols on Rescuing Yourself, Overcoming Fear, and Finding Success by Serving Others.
I could not find the title, so I'm glad you found that. I could not find it.
Yeah, so I think that in itself kind of gives you some context on what she's talking about. Obviously, she has some really good stories about her past. I think she's from South Central LA, grew up in a gang affiliated area, had a child young, just but grinded to get to where she was at. She has a story in there about. Oh, I guess we'll get to that later. I guess I'm jumping ahead, but
Just gonna tell them the whole video.
I know her life story is just phenomenal. So I definitely recommend if you're looking for somebody who has some adversity and you want to identify with some people who've been through something. She's a black female, so you're looking for a black female that you can kind of resonate with. Please watch it.
Bars.
Yeah, for sure. To your favorite part?
Let's get to the bars, man.
Let's
bars.
get to the bars.
So I can just tie these both together. Like my favorite section, and is where most of my favorite bars came from, is really like the beginning. She gets right into it. She says this 2 bars, and I don't want to steal both of them.
Go ahead.
If you
got
don't care,
go ahead.
whoo. The first bar within like the first 8 minutes of the video, she says, your conviction and your convenience don't live on the same block.
Yo.
And I ain't gonna lie, probably a couple years ago, even I don't know, I would not know what conviction and convenience really mean like that. It's a big way to say it. But another way is like, if I could just describe it, you want to be comfortable and do some stuff that you've never done before and be a person you've never been before, but you don't want to be uncomfortable to get there.
Yep. She said her grandma said that.
Her grandma said that.
Your conviction and your convenience.
You want to
don't
do
even
some
live on
stuff
the
you
same
never
block.
done before, but you just wanted to be inside of your parameters.
What do they say about like going insane, right? It's doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. You want a different result, but you want to be the same person. You don't want to be uncomfortable.
I don't want to change it all. I want to get to this level without changing nothing.
Ain't no way. They don't even live on
What
the
about
same
you?
block.
I'll give you a bar. I'll give you.
That was, of course, was a bar. But I thought my bar was, people want to call me extraordinary.
That's my second one up.
Because it lets you off the hook. So when she said it, of course, the dude Tom, he was like, "Oh, gee."
We gotta stop right there.
He was like, "You just rock me." But it was real, just because people say that, like, "Oh man, Lindsay, you could do all that traveling, but I can't do that."
Why?
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 I ain't.
Why?
I got 2 hands, 2 feet. My homeboy said his mom, Nigerian mother, used to say all the time, if somebody ain't got 2 heads, ain't nothing they can do that you can't do.
What can they do with the 2 heads?
Think twice as hard. They got 2 brains. They can be twice as smart as you. But if they just got 1 brain, why they can do it and you can't? Put it in
These is
perspective.
facts. Y'all need that Kanye belief in yourself.
There you go. Get that Kanye confidence.
Maybe a step, like 1 step below.
The old Kanye.
Just 1 step below it.
I miss the old Kanye.
Nah, but that's bars, because like travel or working from home or I don't know, insert whatever. Like I can't go outside of the country to those places. Why? I can't do this. I can't.
Yes, you can.
Why?
You can.
You just don't want to.
Yeah.
That's what it's telling me. You don't want to.
Or even like real stuff like me, like, oh, I can't talk to somebody like that. That's gonna hurt it. Oh, okay. Why? So, talk. Like you could change. I can change how I talk to people. I can make a decision in that very moment to be different.
Yeah.
Each and every
Any
day.
moment.
So, that was good. I think the section where she talked about sacrifice. She basically like made her closet into an office and worked in that office for like 3 years.
Made herself uncomfortable.
Yeah, super
Come
uncomfortable.
on, man. Don't give them the whole video. Y'all got to watch this video.
Yeah, you do.
Stop.
You do.
Go watch the video. It's 55 minutes and 48 seconds. I don't know the seconds for real, but I know it's 55 minutes.
It's good.
I really like that section about it being 2 things that I want us both to elaborate on. It's no box.
Okay.
Like you just keep wanting to put me in a box, and that kind of elaborates on what me and you both been talking about right now, which is like, because matter of fact, I'll make it real.
Yeah.
What a conversation me and you had. Sometimes I feel like you respond to me with like, okay, well, what am I supposed to do? All right, now you set me up to try and respond and tell you how you're supposed to live your life, and I'm not trying to say that ever. When I bring something up to you, I'm just making you aware of how it potentially could make somebody feel, or aware of that dislike, just so that we can talk about it like that. Never trying to say you should have handled it like this. You should have did that. But sometimes when you throw suppose in there, it's like you putting a box around it. So now I gotta respond in some way like this. So it's like it's no box, man. You can do what you want to do. Yes, there are repercussions. Yes, there are actions. Yes, there are stuff that are going to happen, but you are smart enough to figure that out, to know that. So yeah, if I do this, this is going to happen. Do I want to do this? Or do I want this action to happen? No. Well, how can I still do this and not get this? Start thinking like that versus like, I can't do this because of what this person will say or this or that. Like, you need real excuses or reasons for why you're not trying to do something and then still push past those and solve it.
Absolutely. My favorite section, I'm going to say, is when she stood up. She was talking about being on the edge, right? She was talking about how you on the edge of the cliff. And then I think she said something even later is that sometimes you're on the edge, and because you further than other people and you done made it to the edge of the cliff, you feel the wind hit your face and you feel like you're doing something. But you ain't really jumped off. You ain't really leaped and stepped, and that resonated with me. Like, just because you doing better than Joe Blow.
Twofold, too. You can get to the cliff, feel the breeze, and get comfortable. But you also can get to the cliff and get scared now.
Oh, yeah, for
sure. You at the peak. And now you can see people just down there falling and flying and falling and all of this.
Right.
And you don't want to jump because you don't know what's going to happen. But she was like, guess what? Guess what's going to happen? You can fly or you can fall.
Yep.
And guess what? If you fall, you just get back up and jump again. And one time you're going to fly.
Yep.
And every time you fall, you're going to do what?
Get back up.
Fall forward.
Fall forward.
Close enough. It's close.
No, but I mean, even when she was expanding on that, I think she said something like, you have to trust and believe in yourself that you can get back up. And
yes, because if you believe that, you got zero reason not to jump down.
Zero.
Once you just make that little tweak in your mind that like, hey man, let's say you're going through hard times right now. You're already going through it. So guess what?
It's already hard.
Guess what? If you try, you might get out of it, or you might just keep going through hard times. You ain't got nothing to lose.
Yeah. How do you? I got a question on that though. So, let's say, for example, we'll say like some middle class people, right? You got a good job, maybe nice car, nice spot, but giving into your dream of opening a photography studio or something, right? Mm-hmm. Difficult dream, hard to pull off. You on the edge, you trying to step off, but honestly, you feel like I'm not in a welfare type situation. I got shit to lose. How do you take?
You don't. No, you don't.
All right, talk to me.
All right, I want you to kind of answer, and I'm gonna ask some questions back to you about literally what we just said.
Okay.
What did we just say about what? That like you've been through hard times, you can prepare for it. So you trying to say like I've never been through hard times, right?
Right.
So if you've never been through hard times, then how did you get to where you was at? You just said you comfortable, right? You middle class and all of that.
Yeah.
So how did you get there?
It wasn't hard. So
what you got to lose? Because my thing is, if you got there and it wasn't hard, you must have some great support system or something around you, right? Well, like, how did you get there?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you still should have like
something.
If it won't even hard to get there.
But what I'm saying is the confidence ain't necessarily in yourself, right? You haven't proven.
So my thing is like on that. What I'm just saying is like you don't even have to have confidence in yourself. You confident that I'm confident that when I mess up, it still ain't gonna be as worse as this. Like I'm gonna just come back to this.
Oh, this is now the bottom.
This is that you saying this is not the bottom?
No, I'm saying this is now the bottom.
Yeah, this is the bottom. Like I can always, let's say the job we both had.
Okay.
If I go out here and mess around for 5 years, blow all my stuff, I can at least apply and come back to some same level of where I'm at right now. With my resume, with my skill. Yeah. You can't take that stuff away.
That's true.
If there's a job for this still around, I can come back to that. Hey, that's my new bottom.
I agree 100%.
There is no reason for you not to try some of the stuff you want. And if there is, you can explore solutions around those reasons. Yeah. So again, it goes back to there ain't no damn reason.
Yeah. She definitely jumped in another little section I liked when she was just talking about she was willing to sacrifice distancing the people around her.
Yeah.
Not that they were holding her back, but sometimes she was holding on to them. They were the excuse on why she couldn't do what she was.
Excuse not to do nothing.
This person.
My kids.
Yeah, I got to take care of my mama. I can't do all that stuff. I got to. But you holding on to that person. So sometimes distancing yourself from people will allow you to kind of see clearly and say like, all right, this is all on me.
Yeah, what she say about the door, Lindsay? The doorway?
Oh, and sometimes you can't pull all them people through the doorway with you. It ain't made for all them. It's made for you, and then you could come back and get people. I'm way more helpful. once I get through the door myself. That was good.
And the door sometimes is not made, like you said, it's not made for them people.
Right. Yeah, that was good.
Not saying that you're gonna leave them. It's just that you got to get through it first to even be able for it to even be an option for you to come back and get them.
Yeah.
That do sound like some Uncle Tom stuff, but
it's some Harriet Tubman type stuff though, for real.
I mean, it's depending on how you look at it, right? Like you can, I bet you can easily. Harriet Tubman argument is the easy one.
Of course.
The Uncle Tom side is like, oh, you sitting on the board of executives at this white company, huh? You ain't with us, brother. Brother, I'm in this room trying to get the diversity program started up. I'm the one that hired Jamal and Craig. So you start getting into one of those, like,
hey, I ain't even gonna jump into too deep right here, but black execs and companies flirt with the Uncle Tom line.
Oh, see, I told you guys. See, you right. They be some Uncle Tom. Don't they? You sold out, brother.
Hey, I'm sure they get judged for it, even though like.
Yeah, how you think they feel?
Yeah,
like, what if they ain't even from where you from and stuff? They don't know nothing about you. They don't know nothing about your experience.
Yeah. Well,
I'm speaking about some random person,
yeah,
all hypothetical too.
yeah.
I'm just trying to think, put yourself in their shoes.
Yeah.
You want me to protect something I know nothing about? My wife is white. Not saying that's a bad thing.
No, but I feel you. But what I'm saying is what they get attacked with is sometimes valid and sometimes not. Sometimes they really be trying.
I'm low-key trying to take up for him a little bit.
Yeah, for real.
Just as a person.
What I was saying is I'm sure people often put them in that box.
Yeah,
Once you get to a certain space. Because she said in the video, like, my family like, oh, you don't even fool with us no more. Like, what?
But to me, that goes back into that root quote of like, that's even like sneak hating is the same way of trying to make you extraordinary.
Oh, yeah.
You so special.
Yeah, that's true. Sneak hating.
How was I special? I'm from a high school, 5,000 people.
Let them know, Pete.
I ain't saying you can't be special coming from there. But you also, it's easy to try and make people special versus just saying we all special.
Right. And she was even saying like, this how I took it.
Ooh, the God.
My God don't show no favoritism.
My God?
My God?
I don't know what God you talking about. My God ain't going to help me out and let you struggle.
Come on, man. He ain't going to do me a solid, not do you one. He ain't going to give you the same opportunity.
You think it's only here we go, man. Money ain't real. You think it's only a certain amount of money out here.
Yeah, for sure.
They can print some more anytime they want. Yeah. It's going to be digital soon.
Crypto.
Now what?
Crypto. Money ain't real, though. All right, so do you have a story that can apply to your life?
I just want to make sure I'm not being sensitive to with the money thing. Like, money isn't real, but the thing money provides is very real. And I want to take some time to acknowledge that.
For sure.
Don't say for sure, nigga. All right, what was you asking?
All right, do you have a story that applies to your life from this video?
Nah, because honestly, I can say some stories like what you talk about, how all the time people just be saying they can't do what we do, and I be telling them the same thing. Like, if they got kids, I be like, you saying I got so much money, think how much money you would have if you didn't have kids. Like, most of your money's going towards kids. My flights is the same. Like, you pay for daycare $1,000 a month. I take that $1,000 a month and I put it on a flight or something. But as for a story, I can say this. Watching this video in combination with all the other books and stuff I've read helped me for one of what could have been the toughest week and toughest day of my life. And I know I probably said it before, and I'm not going to talk too much about the details, but it helped me handle that situation in such a different way. And it was like so immediate. And like, it was a situation where I was so anxious, so worried about how it's going to go. And it turned out better than I could even imagine. And it was just from a simple mind shift and simple, just making sure that I'm paying attention to all the stuff I'm receiving. Like, not just like you said, going through the motions and reading these books and stuff and just like reading them just to come on here and just say something. Right. Actually trying to apply them and not saying that we perfect in applying them. Like, it's tough, man. Whew. It's tough. But
it's a journey. For real. It's a journey.
It's a journey.
What Zen Trap is doing for me is like, at least hold me accountable to at least discuss my journey.
To at least discuss it.
To at least talk about
And
it.
that's
I think
tough.
we watched something the other day that said, like, if you got goals and you don't look at them every day,
Every day.
are they really your goals? Like, you don't even know what they are.
And that's a whole nother video. If you ain't got a schedule, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah. So this is holding me accountable. I do want to say, not a story, but something in the video that she talked about, an exercise that she did, and I want us to do it. But I know it's gonna take some days. But one of the things she said about writing down all the lies you tell yourself around relationships, around financial, around.
Man, that's tough.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough about yourself, right? What are the lies you tell yourself about you? And then write the truths after that. But you'll see it on the video.
Please watch that in the video. She's talking about writing it in pencil.
Absolutely doing it.
She says you're going to cry during the lies. You're going to cry during the truths. It's just going to be a whole crying session. It's going to be a crying session for like a week. And then eventually you're just going to feel better. I don't even know if I want to do that. Like, that's just tough.
Oh, I got to. And honestly, a vulnerable moment, I tell myself a lot of lies. So
I know.
I tell myself some truths too. But I tell myself some lies too.
Why you going away from? Like, you go away from it so quick? Like,
no, I'm just being honest. That's transparent. The vulnerable part.
Let's talk about the lies.
Yeah, that's what we talking about. But I think it's gonna be a good exercise. I would challenge y'all to do that too. Zen P, I know it may make you uncomfortable, but you should probably do it too.
No, I'm always down for some uncomfortable stuff. Not always, but I'm down for chosen uncomfortable things. I'm trying to think. I feel like it was one last part in there, but you kind of caught it with the exercise. She gave the speech.
Definitely buying a book about this now. For sure.
Yeah, definitely gonna get that book. Oh, also because it just to close it out. Even when she was talking about Tom was trying to say about reading her resume and stuff. She was like, she don't even listen to her resume. She was like, you trying to evaluate me on the stuff I did in the past. And I'm telling you, I got way more bigger stuff planned. Like, I'm focused on the now and the future. Like, I don't even want to hear some of the stuff I did. Like, it's just like Giannis in the playoffs and stuff, all that mindset stuff about like, nah, I need to stay humble. Like, I got to forget all of that. I got to keep focused on this next thing. I can't get too high, too low. Like, just
keep going.
Love stuff like that. Yeah. And I just love how all these little same principles keep coming from the same stuff. Everybody's saying the same thing.
Yep. It's all the same. Which means it should just be drilling into my head, right? Drilling into your head. Like, it's all the same principles.
It's just drilling into your subconscious. And then one day you're going to hear it from some random other person. It's just all going to
come back.
All going to line up and click. You be like, damn, like, I've heard this so many times in my life. Big Sean be saying it. This person be saying it. And just the last thing, like, and I keep saying the last thing, but all of this stuff, it's not even really meant to last. Like, that's why you got to keep revisiting this stuff, because just like we talk about with meditation and stuff, it's like your energy has like a tank and a level and stuff, and you need to keep recharging it. That's what like meditation and these practices and having a routine and having a schedule and creating habits that align with goals, that's what it does. It keeps recharging you so you can keep going. And if you don't, you're just going to tap out. You're just going to be out here floating around being comfortable.
Absolutely. All right, man. That's all I got. Lisa Nichols is a must watch.
Must watch. No. Watch the video.
Please watch it.
Please. And if you don't, you just don't.
Hey, you're going to be missing out. But thank you for watching. It's been another ZTP, Zen Trap Perspective. I'm Yogi LG.
Zen P, man.
Always remember, protect your peace.
And protect your energy.
We out.
We out, man. Welcome to the trap.